Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about network topologies, introduction and bus topology. Inside the topic data communication and computer networks. So what are topologies in networking? It is a style or pattern of connecting computers. Now you can see over here in this diagram there are 5 computers, one is server and one printer is connected. Now all these devices are in the same network. And how they are connected? Using the LAN cable or wire. Okay. Now how they are connected, using which style or pattern, that is called as topologies. So two or more computers connect to a link. To make a link we need at least 2 computers. So two or more links form a topology. To form a topology you need 2 or more links. So it is a geometric representation of relationship of all links and linking devices to one another. Geometrically how it looks, that is nothing but a topology. It is also known as physical topologies because we can physically see how the computers are connected using which style when you connect the computers. Now there are different types of topologies or a style in which we can connect the computers. Now one is bus topology, second one is ring topology, third is star topology, fourth is mesh topology, and fifth we'll see hybrid topology. So these are some of the topologies or style of pattern of connecting computers inside the same network. Okay, so now we'll see first topology, that is bus topology. It is a one long cable act as a backbone to link all computers inside a network. Now this particular diagram represents the bus topology. Now these 4 computers are there in the network and they are connected using one long cable. This red color is a long LAN cable. So every cable or wire has 2 ends. So this is one cable end and this is another cable end. Why it is called as bus topology? Because you can see physically it looks like a bus. Okay, that's why the name is given bus topology. So computers are connected to bus cable by drop lines and tapes. So drop line is a connection running between device and the main cable. This drop line, black color lines which you can see are the connection which are actually used to connect the device and the main cable. Now this is red color is the main cable. To connect it to the main cable, computer to the main cable, this drop line is used. You cannot directly connect the long cable to your computer. Okay, that's why these drop lines are used. So drop line connects your computer to the main cable. You must be wondering what type of cable is this LAN cable. This red color cable which I have told which is used for connecting the computer is what type of cable. So you can either use coaxial cable, unshielded twisted pair cable, or you can use shielded twisted pair cable. Now what is the difference between this? Coaxial cable means inside it has a copper wire. Normally for television and all, coaxial cable is used. You must have seen behind your television, if you see there is a coaxial cable. Then unshielded twisted pair, why the name is given unshielded? Because there is no shield or there is no protection. Whereas shielded twisted pair has a metallic core protection. Okay, so that is the only difference. And twisted pair because wires are in a twisted fashion, that's why name is given twisted pair cable. So all this type of cable can be used, okay, to connect computers in bus topology fashion. Now next is bidirectional data transmission between devices. Now suppose these are the computers A, B, C, D. Now computer A can send the data to computer B. Computer B can also send data to computer A. Both can send and receive. So bidirectional. Okay, data can be sent in both the directions. Next is message placed on bus are transmitted to all the devices in the network. So now these are the 4 computers A, B, C, D. Now this computer A wants to send message to computer suppose D. So when he sends the message using this LAN cable, okay, long LAN cable which is used in bus topology, what will happen? The data will be transmitted to all the devices in the network because only one long cable is used. So that long cable will transmit the data to all the computers. Okay, whichever computer has asked the data, that needs to keep the data. Others will discard the data because they don't need it. Okay, computer A has sent the data to computer D. So D is a valid recipient. So D will accept the data. Other computers B and C will reject the data. But they will get the data because they are in the same network and they are connected using bus topology. That is only one long cable is used to connect all those 4 computers. So whatever message you place on bus, that is on this cable, red color cable, that message will be transmitted to all the devices present inside the network. So all 4 will get the messages. Now device must recognize their own address in order to receive message. So whichever device is the actual recipient, that device will accept the data, others will reject it. Next is advantages of bus topology. Why bus topology is used? Inside the colleges, inside the small offices, still bus topology is used. If you go to any college, you will see inside the laboratories, their computer labs, you will see computers are connected in bus fashion only. They are using bus topology. So what are the advantages of using this bus topology? Why it is used? Why it is most popular? Because of ease of installation, backbone cable is laid along the efficient path, then connected to devices by drop line of various length. Easily you can install. Only one long cable is needed, nothing else. Okay, and these steps are needed. Using this step and drop line, the device is connected to this long cable. Without drop line and tap, you cannot connect computers to this main long cable. Just to connect computer this too long cable, this drop line is used. It's like a stretched wire. It uses less cabling than other topologies. Other topologies need many cable, whereas bus topology needs very less number of cable. Main cable is only one main cable is used over here, and others are just drop lines. Okay, stretch wires. So only backbone cable stretches through the entire facility. Okay, and only this one main cable is used and it is stretched to connect these computers. So now we'll see the disadvantages of bus topologies. Difficult to add new devices. See, the cable length is fixed. Once you bought the cable, you can only connect that many of computer using that length cable. Now this cable is sufficient for connecting only 4 computers. You cannot increase the size of the cable once it is bought. You can only connect those many computers which the cable will allow. So it is difficult to add new devices because you cannot change the cable size. Once it is bought, it is fixed. So adding new devices may require modification or replacement of the backbone cable. If you want to add more devices in the same network, suppose instead of this 4 computer, you want to connect 10 computers. So you need to replace this red color long cable which is used, and you have to use the new one bigger than that, so that 10 computers can be connected. So you need the modification or replacement of the backbone cable. So that is a disadvantage of using bus topology. You can't add new devices easily. You need to replace the cable only for adding more devices. So fault or break in the bus cable stops all transmission. If any fault or break is there in the bus cable, no data will be transmitted to any of the device. So damaged area reflects signals back in the direction of origin, creating noise in both the direction. If this cable is damaged, data won't get transmitted and it will come back to that computer only who was trying to transmit the data or send the data. The data will come back to that computer only, and it will create a noise in both the direction, sender side also, receiver side also. So these are the disadvantages of using bus topology. So this was all about network topology introduction and bus topology. Thank you.